All hail the Supreme Leader.
Hail, hail, hail.
You do realize the Supreme Leader is with us today?
Is that
Who's
you?
the Supreme Leader?
So, okay, check the participant list. We actually have the Supreme Leader with us today. You will recognize him immediately, or her.
Okay. I do.
मिल गया?
Hi, Sid.
Hi, Aarti. How are you?
Very well.
Lovely. I made you co-host, by the way.
Thank you. And I'll just request, I've put a link on the chat box here. So everybody who's joining, if they can just use this link during the meditation. It's a YouTube link, and they can play it at their end. If they're wearing headphones or earphones, that'll be fabulous. They can reduce the volume in the YouTube section itself while they can listen to me as well. This is during the meditation.
Got it. Thank you. So we are not likely if we've got about 230 or 40 registrations, Aarti, and that was the session is named so interesting, don't you think, Prachi? Such an interesting name the session has, and yeah, so we won't be able to fit everyone who has never come, but if we get even up to 50%, we should be able to fit them into this room. Sonali, what a coincidence seeing you here also. We were just doing a meditation workshop. We just kicked it off, and I was just kicking that off. So Sonali wasn't there as well. So we were together there just a couple of minutes ago. Shabana is here, and we have a Nobel Prize winner. We have the Supreme Leader. We have Dr. Note is here as well. Oh, and Gauri is also here. So guys, why are you here? Okay,
Hello,
this
hi,
place
Sid.
looks lovely. Hey Shabana, how are you?
Hi, Aarti.
Hi,
belong
Shabana.
here.
Hi.
Hi. It's so very nice to see you here, Shabana.
Yeah, hi, Namita.
Hi,
Sorry, guys, I'm a
Shavana.
little.
Nice seeing you after such a long time.
This is a good time for me. Yeah.
Shabana, you had introduced Aarti to us, no?
Yes.
Right. Thank you for that.
Oh, no worries. They're pals.
Uh-huh.
Hey, hi, Jagruti. I'm sorry. I'm going ballistic. Sorry.
Hi, Anuradha, Jagruti.
Hey, Anuradha is also there. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Anuradha and I go a long way. 25, 26 years.
True that. Right
We
here.
worked in the same place.
You're giving away ages when you say things like that.
It's okay. Doesn't matter. Age is just a number for me.
Right. So why are we here? Why do we suddenly feel the need to access a past life for skills? Yeah. I mean, abhi kafi nahi hai kya? This is one of the most popular registered sessions since we began. So I'm very tempted to ask this question. Why was this subject so interesting for you? Come on, Amita. Sorry, you seemed like you had something to say, but you weren't saying it.
No, I was just checking who all are there.
Right.
So yes, it's a very interesting topic, because we know we have a lot of skills, but if you get to know something which is hidden and you're not aware of, that's an added surprise and an added advantage. And why not? Why not know something about, like, something that has been inside you, but you're just not aware.
Right. Very cool. In fact, Aarti, a long time ago, maybe I think it was about 7-8 years ago, so around that time, I was curious, and I remember coming across some text, which some article somewhere, that spoke about opening of the 15th chakra gives you access to past life skills and identities. And that was interesting because for one, I thought there were only 7 chakras. Later on, I realized that there are many different chakra systems and all of that, with different numbers and functions of the chakras. And the second interesting thing about this article was that what it said कि 7वां यहाँ तक है और उसके बाद सारे they extend into the air above our heads.
Yes.
You're nodding your head, so you already knew this. I didn't notice at that time. And I was saying just a minute, and I was visualizing people walking around with chakras hovering above their heads. So yeah, so that was very interesting. Have you heard of this theory before about the 15th chakra?
I have. There are, in fact, if I know that, no, I don't know exactly which chakra, but I do know that there are 108 chakras, and which we have even above, that is in the astral plane.
And
I
mini
know
chakras
about that.
and micro chakras and this and that. And
We have, in fact, more than 7 chakras inside. It's just the 7 are the most prominent ones.
True. Even when you look at pranic healing, usi mein they teach so many chakras. I mean,
yes,
you lose count of how many there are. So, I mean,
Sorry
for example,
to
just my hand is supposed to have 6. Sorry, who said that?
Here,
Namita,
somebody is waiting to be let in to the room.
That's not possible.
I don't know. I just got a message.
Because the waiting room is not there.
Okay.
I have not let in only the first batch I let in, and then I disable the waiting room. So everyone is literally just coming in right now, just like that.
Okay. Let me just.
So I'll just repeat myself, Sid, once again for everybody who's still joining in. We have a link here, which is a music link. It's a YouTube link, which I would request you all to be ready with. You can just, play it during the meditation. And most of the people who come for my meditations, of course, are aware how to play that. You can even reduce the volume in the YouTube link itself while you're playing it, so that you can listen to my voice as well as the music in the background. So I'm saying that I'm kind of informing everybody as they're coming in, because I do see the numbers.
Where is the link?
It is in the chat box.
I am posting it again for you. I'm just
there.
copying and posting it again. Can you see it now?
Thanks.
Shabana, otherwise it's
Yes,
also on the group in case you want
is it?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. Thanks. I've got it here in the chat. Thank you.
So that was very interesting. And the other interesting thing I read in the same thing was that for some reason, okay, I won't share that. Okay. I can share it with you, Alexei, but I'm not sure how it will be received here. But the other interesting thing was that because you're accessing your past life skills, and alongside you're also getting some degree of, let's say, the past life identities, and you weren't necessarily the same gender now in your past life. So that also said that you might experience a certain degree of sexual ambivalence, sexual identity, gender identity, and all of that because you've been accessing a past life skill. Now, I don't know whether आपके इस session में भी यही समस्या होगी, लेकिन अगर होगी, I'm sure you'll tell us.
No, because see what happens, of course, you would know it, and everybody who's a therapist here is aware that when we are doing, this is not a therapy session. This is for everybody. It's more like a guided meditation for everybody to be able to access, to know that we are beyond the physical, and we have access to more skills than what we have thought, and that we're actually human beings on a we are not human beings on a spiritual journey. So, how consciousness can expand. So yes, no, we are not going to have that issue here in this session, and really not to worry about. So
आपका post था ना, we are not humans on a spiritual journey, but spirits on a human journey, something like that. आपका post था ना वो?
जी.
I didn't understand that, honestly. I couldn't visualize it. It sounds very nice and pretty and profound and all that, but I could not understand what that means. I need to sit down with you and understand it a little more.
We will.
Hi, Aarti. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sid. You've raised quite a lot of curiosity. After that I want to tell you something. Oh, no, I will tell you in private. So please continue. We all can absorb.
Okay, so
share your experience.
that much curiosity that you actually said you were
yes, yeah.
Okay, so around that time, I myself, around that time, I became somewhat sexually ambivalent. I wasn't quite sure whether I liked men or women. I wasn't quite sure whether I was a man or a woman or what I should be wearing. I began to excessively accessorize. I began to change the way I dressed in different forms of these things. I did not come to wearing skirts and saris, but apart from that, I did a lot of it was a very crazy time. And in trying to find out what's happening to me, because I also have an astonishingly large bunch of skills. And I was wondering, where did they come from? Because they're not, it's just too many, So that's when I started reading about it. And then when I found this thing, it answered everything, because around that time I was, all these skills were coming to the surface. So I wasn't sure what was happening. And those feelings were also there. So when I read this, it seemed to answer this. It seemed to answer the question. So that was it.
Okay. Right. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. So, okay, but using Aarti's method, we are not likely to face that problem.
No, we are not, because we are not really going too deep in it.
Right.
And of course, one-to-one sessions are very different.
Totally.
We heal a lot more. So this is more like an experiential session.
Right.
And if in case anybody does experience a male gender, female, transgender, it's all right. You can balance your energy.
I'm back to normal. So it's absolutely
Yeah. So in any case, when we are into these modalities, I'm sure most of us experience, even during meditation, a huge energy shift. And, we see a complete, at times quantum leap of a shift in our energy field so much that we kind of just alienate ourselves from how we were previously. So, yeah. So having to experience what you experience is very natural, I'm sure. And of course, you seem to be a prodigy. You brought in so many talents with you. So that's really interesting. Yeah, Sid.
Okay. No, it was very strange, because one, I tend to discount talent and skill in favor of those skills and talents that are actually applied. I mean, because what's the point of being born with something? You haven't done anything about it. You haven't done anything to earn it. I mean, it's just there. So one would respect those people a whole lot more. If I have, for example, 20 talents, none of which I use, and Sheila has got one that she uses, I would say she's the better one off, isn't she?
You use all your talents, as far as I know. So that's being really...
So 66 participants, Aarti. Would you like to take it ahead? Would you like to wait?
Yeah,
67. They're still coming in, actually.
Aarti,
they're still coming in.
Nothing to say.
Good evening, Sid, everyone.
Sorry?
Anuradha Tiwari wanted to say something.
Yeah, hi, Anuradha.
I said, if we have time, then I can explain something that Sid asked, actually, if we have time. Otherwise, that's fine.
Of course. We'll wait for a few more people to come in.
Okay. No, so eloquently you expressed your experience, Sid, and I mean, I received that completely. I get what you're saying, but I have an explanation to offer, which perhaps may answer your query and your experience. So essentially, like Aarti, I'm a writer and a director. So for me, most analogies work with film as a metaphor. So if I may, to explain this to you, this thought of how we are spirits on a human journey.
That's that one, right?
Yes, and then therefore also your experience, because the two things are related, actually, very simply, because this is how. So in the most filmy way possible, if you can think of spirit as a real life actor, let's say the spirit is the real life Amitabh Bachchan, and the human journey that you're going through is the film you're acting in. Does that firstly make sense to you? So the spirit is always, it's an eternal, it's the permanent identity, which is choosing in a way a new story each time to go through a different experience, much like an actor takes on a film, takes on a role, and actually goes through a different experience and a story, etc. Does this make sense to you?
Actually, while you were talking, I understood it from the Paramatma, Atma, and Jivatma
that too
analogy. I understood it from that angle. So yes, now I understand it.
That too. So it is an avatar in that sense, yes. Right. But in a simplistic, mind-related sort of a way, this is another way of looking at it.
I get it. Thank you for
sharing that. Your experience would be akin to someone took on a role. Let's say somebody like a Ranveer Singh took on a role, in a film in which he, had to access a different gender and came out of that film still acting the same way. still wearing those weird clothes or whatever, because उस film का सुरूर रह गया उसके साथ. So therefore, the thing of accessing most past life experiences or therapies or whatever is to really be able to see that you're just accessing previous films. You're just accessing films
That's a
that
nice
you've acted
perspective.
in.
You're right.
It's the films you've acted in. It's your own filmography of past lives. So therefore, when people ask questions like, will I get stuck there? I always say you can't get stuck in a film you're watching, right? So similarly, you may come away with feelings from there and experiences which may last, longer than the feeling is meant to. But it's really, they're just films. You were just acting in it. And
Gotcha.
a lot of therapies are built around this thought, actually. Like, if you could look at your life as a film, even right now as we speak, you feel a bit differently. It's like Sid is watching his own film being Sid. And that's a very trippy and a different kind of experience.
And that's an interesting thing, because that's a technique we use called dissociation, specifically with traumas and all of that. So
yes, and
that sounds just like that.
NLP
wala. It's the same thing. NLP, hypnotherapy, it's the same thing.
That. So to my mind, NLP is, as spiritual as anything else. So yeah, as a filmmaker, it just makes it so visual and so, perfect for me. So therefore, just taking a minute or two more to just explain. Similarly, when people talk about karma and, your karmic connection with people. So I always say, for example, let's take a film like Sholay. When they are playing Jay and Gabbar, then they're obviously villain and hero, right? But the moment it's cut and they've come away as Amitabh and Amjad, they're actually best friends. They just took those roles for that film.
Right.
So, while they are in the film, they hate each other. But if you remember that, hey, we are just playing, we're just in the role, then you may see actually how they're really your friends. Your worst enemies actually your best friends of this kind, because you're doing so many films together, actually.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
So shall we start, Aarti?
Yeah,
Sorry,
I think
you were saying something, Anuradha? Did I cut you off?
Finish that, yeah.
All right, cool. Brilliant. Thank you. Aarti, start kare. I mean, we've been between 68 and 70 for the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, I think we should, because...
All right. So everyone, thank you so much for coming. This is a session on how to access your past life skills. And your host is, your guide today is Aarti Bhasin. And she's been working with she specializes in past life regressions, at least in community healers. So I am Sid, and what I do is I work with metabolic wellness and emotional wellness. In metabolic wellness, it is about weight loss and fatty liver and type 2 diabetes, and in emotional wellness, it's about procrastination and food addictions and similar things in those lines. I've been interacting with Aarti for a while, and I don't know if you know, but she is a channel as well, and she has this WhatsApp group where she mentions the messages that she receives, and she writes them very eloquently. And if you haven't joined that, please do comment on her posts in the group and in the community healers group. I'm sure she'll be happy to. You're accepting new people to the group, right? To that WhatsApp group, Aarti?
Yes.
So you might like to consider that. So over to you, Aarti, and looking forward to this. Aadhi हमारी बात तो पहले ही हो गई थी, so introduction के बाद कोई बात करने को रहा नहीं है, but just to hand it over to you, and please do your thing.
Thank you, Sid, and thank you everybody for joining. We're already 70 members here. That's an awesome number. Very, very encouraging for me. Okay, so today we are doing this session on reclaiming the past life talents. And just a second, I'll just share my screen. So can you all see this?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, reclaiming your past life talent. And it goes to say the first quote, which we've been talking about, that we are not human beings on a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings on a human experience, which simply says, as Anuradha has explained and we've all understood, yet I'll just say that the very fact that you're all here goes to say that we are all old souls. We've been here for a very long time, and we do believe in past life. So I'm not really getting into discussing whether we've lived earlier or not. But today I'm going to tell you there is actually no such thing as past life. And because all the lives, all the stories that the soul has lived are present in different dimensions simultaneously, they all coexist with the current life. So everything that is already there, that we have experienced, is very much there on the timelines in the universal dimensions. So the reason I mention this concept here today is to explain why knowing our past lives can make a positive impact on our current life. So remember that in school, we have done this, we've learned about the double helix structure of the DNA. And a large proportion of the DNA had known not to have any, biological function, and was therefore sometimes referred to as the junk DNA. Well, apparently, they are not junk as we thought. Some radical scientists have, come up and have suggested that our Akashic records are embedded in our DNA. And that said, which means that all energies we created in all our lives on earth, our talents, our gifts, our skills, our karmic lessons, frustrations, and wounds are well stored through our soul's journey, namely the Akashic records of the Book of Life. And we all know now that we would have attended many sessions on the Community Healers group, that we can access our soul's memories through one of the most known healing modalities, which is past life regression therapy. So it's a beautiful modality, of course. It helps to access our soul stories, but also process and heal in our current life blocks, like, recurring patterns in relationships, health, and finances, overcoming fears, phobias, traumas, hurts, and anxieties, and even helps us to know our life's purpose. But the most, important one for us today is that it helps us reclaim and energize the abilities, talents, and soul qualities from our past lives. So having said this, all talents are past life talents that we have today. It does not go to say that, no, we cannot, have more habit, but on the contrary, with every story that we are writing, with every character that we are playing, we are adding on to newer talents to our being, as long as we are open to experience them, open to use them. So we have a huge potential. And that goes to say now that, if, for instance, you're good at music, it's because you've had a lot of practice, not just in this lifetime, but in many other lifetimes before, in different ways. So the best example is of, we all have those, but some of the child prodigies, well, even Sid mentioned he has a whole lot of them, so I would also call him a child prodigy. But the best example of a child prodigy is Mozart. And when he was 3, he followed what his father was teaching his 7-year-old daughter and his 7-year-old sister, Mozart's, and he was already playing the keyboard. And by 5, he had composed his first pieces. By 7, his first symphony. And by 14, his first opera, so which was internationally successful. Another one is Pablo Picasso. He was able to draw before he could talk. His father was an art teacher, and Pablo became a better artist than his father when he was just 13. And as a result, his father handed over all his brushes and colors to Picasso and swore that he would never paint again. So after that, he took admission on art college in Barcelona, and a month, which is generally how long it takes to pass the entrance examination, he finished it in a single day. So there are many child prodigies across the world, of course. And at the same time, how do we know? Many a times in our life, we feel that there are these, we know of a certain thing. There's an instinct, there's a knowingness of certain talents, which we've not really learned from anywhere. So those are also gifts. We say, like, for instance, that they are God gifted for, at the same time, it's not important that in your previous lives you were, that particular, you were only doing that talent. For instance, say every gifted baker will have many lifetimes of bread making in his or her past, but need not necessarily be just a baker in every lifetime. But it could be coming from skills that he has honed as different talents. Like, for instance, he could have been a baker. What does he need? He needs art. So to visualize a finished product and make it look nice and appealing. So maybe, that is a talent that he had. He was an artist, but might also include construction. He could have been into construction, an architect or somebody, to be organized, to have, a method to it, or activity which comes useful when they are kneading dough or rolling pastry. So a combination of a lot of activities also helps us grow in a particular talent in one or more of our lifetimes later. So you likewise, if you have a talent of logic, the life will offer plenty of opportunities to use it here. So your past lives probably could have been as an accountant, a lawyer, an academic, or a mathematician, or an engineer. So it will all come handy now to you. So having said that, at times what happens is that we also have our talents blocked. We have them hidden. We don't have them apparent. And there could be many reasons for these blocked talents. We know about it. There's this feeling, but we feel that why am I not able to open it? Why don't I have that urge in me, but I'm not doing? Why is it not coming up? It could be because there's been a misuse of the talent in past life. It could be because, there's been a sadness or a trauma related to the talent, or there's been a tragic accident in the past. So anything could have been a reason for a blocked talent, in which, of course, past life regression therapy really works towards, making us work on the core. And sorry, I'll have to mute someone here. Thank you. And so it really helps us, to open these voids, to energetically be more in sync with those talents, which is very possible. So yes, your past life talents can be reactivated, realigned, and enhanced, which is you can do so with your past life regression by calling your higher self to activate those codes within your DNA. They're all there within you, in the soul itself, in the records itself. And then you can carry on taking them, further. You can just make them a part of your routine and they will start. But yes, there has to be a discipline to it. So though on the surface, there'll not be any dramatical changes that you will see, but there can be as well, as Sid mentioned. But very often you will see internally, there's been a quantum leap with the addition of these, skills that have added on to you. So what matters is pure intention and discipline. You won't become a genius in a day. You know the art and you have it somewhere in you. You've known it from your childhood, but still have to practice. So even after you've brought in your talents, they will add more energy to whatever is already, dominant in your being, or it will take it out. It will open the block. But the thing again is that there has to be a discipline of honing that skill, of taking it further, of upgrading it in this lifetime. But surely it will be far more easier for you to do it than when you are starting to learn something new, training yourself to something new in this life. So yes, you have countless gifts and talents, and there is no better time than now to reclaim it. So that is what I had to give you all as a brief before we get into the meditation today. I'll repeat myself for all of you who have joined later that there is a link in the chat box here, which is a YouTube link to a music, to a music for the meditation that we're going to have now. So I'll give you.
You might want to send it again because the people who have joined in late, they cannot access.
It's the last. It's the last one in this chat. So it has,
No. So we joined in late. After
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Just a second. I'll do that. Okay, Shabana's put it. Thank you so much. So it is there for all of you. I'll give you all about 3 minutes. Just play the link. It's a YouTube link. And if you're wearing earphones, headphones off, that's really nice. And for the rest of you who have been there for a while, I'll request you all to sit back comfortably. For those who are playing the link right now, you can reduce the volume in YouTube itself. You can please go on mute. I can hear someone. Everybody, please go on mute. Thank you so much. For for the rest, please rest back in a comfortable position. You can hear the music, so start aligning yourself. Request everybody to go on mute. Thank you so much. Request everybody to be on mute. Reclaiming our past life talents and soul quality in today's guided meditation. Sit back in a comfortable position. Your spine straight, ideally if you're seated on a sofa, a chair, on the ground or on your bed, or even on a yoga chair, whichever space that you are occupying for the meditation. If possible, try and sit in a lotus position with your spine straight to align all the chakras. Your shoulders erect yet relaxed. Your neck, holding your chin, raising it towards the sky slightly. With your eyes shut, simply focus on your breath and my voice, and allow yourself to drop every thought that does not need to be here with you. Allow yourself to drop your ego, to break the walls and experience your true being. Only your breath flowing in and flowing out of your physical body, taking you deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper into a state of complete relaxation. Open, soften, relax, and breathe. 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 And with your breath, inviting light from the universe, 360 degrees into your body. Light from the universe, 360 degrees into your body. With the out breath, releasing anything that does not belong to you. Letting go, letting it all go. Taking you deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper into a state of complete relaxation.
Breathing light into every cell of your body, releasing all that does not serve you anymore, releasing it into the universe, and asking every cell of your body to be aligned with your infinite self. Every cell of your body to be aligned with your infinite self. Breathing light into the physical body, bones, blood, fibers, all the vital organs, entire nervous system, each and every cell, all aspects of the physical body are receiving light and lightening up with each in-breath. You're feeling it, and you're going deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper into a state of complete relaxation. And out breath, releasing anything that does not belong to you, does not serve you anymore, giving it back to the universe, into the divine light, into love to heal. Trust, trust, trust. As you go deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper into a state of complete relaxation. Allowing more light to return to you and asking any aspect of the physical body that aligns with light to come into you. Breathe in. Just breathe in. And on the out breath again, releasing all the stress, tension, thoughts that you have been holding previously to the session. Emptying your being totally, neutralizing it, and feeling yourself going lighter and lighter, lighter and lighter with each out breath. Asking every aspect of your physical body to align with your infinite self, with your infinite self, allowing yourself to go shunya, simply your breath and you, lighter and lighter. Just breathe. Beautiful, wonderful, And now, call your spirit guides and your highest consciousness, including all the angels, archangels, masters, and team of the light beings, star beings, guides, who are always working with you. Breathing, clearing any energy in the chakras and aligning you with the infinite self in the chakra chapter. As you allow them, you feel them in your aura. You feel their presence. You feel their energy. Trust. Trust. Whatever and however you're feeling them, trust that process. Breathing in the energies of these beings of light, inviting them from all the four directions: east, west, north, and south. And asking them to heal you, purify you with light from all the directions. And you experience the light energizing you, seeping through you, your entire body and cells. Allow, open, soften, relax, and breathe. Feeling the energy of light now traveling through the top of your head and going down to the tip of your toe. And grounding, rooting you by traveling through the soles of your feet into the core of the earth, Gaia, deep down into the core of the earth, and then traveling back. And as it travels back, it's cleansing any residual toxic energy on its way up the physical and the energy body, from up through the feet, through the legs, through the torso, to the heart, anchoring the light and the crystalline grid of the earth to align as it moves to the top of the head, to the crown, the Sahasrara, passing through the crown chakra into the higher realms of the light, the astral realms, the universal consciousness, the Akasha. You can feel the energy growing brighter, more powerful. All around you and above you, as you once again now bring down the protective energy of the Supreme Consciousness, the golden white fire from the central sun, to shield and cover your physical and auric selves, your world, and your space around you. Trust. Bringing that fire down through the head, through the neck, the torso of the body, and anchoring into the heart chakra. Asking all the chakras to align with the ascension grid, and allowing this grid to align with your infinite self. Breathing in and breathing out. Going deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper in connection with your Akasha. Awakening what needs to be awakened at this moment. Now, call upon these beings of light, your angels and archangels, to open a doorway of light in your energy field. Let the impressions come to you freely. Just flow, don't follow. Just flow. The beings of light to open a doorway of light in your energy field. That doorway of light may be in front of you, or on your left, or on your right, or behind you. You will know it. Just flow. Open this doorway of light, and when you're ready, step through the doorway of light. When you are ready, step through the doorway of light. Stepping into another space, a corridor, which is leading downwards. A corridor as it slopes downwards. flow, flow, trust, allow. And at the end of this corridor is another doorway. Pass through the doorway, and this enters into a great temple. It need not have any images or idols or pictures. It simply could be a hallway of light. Yet it is serene, peaceful, calming, and energizing. Into the hallway of the light. And now walk and step into the center of this space. Call your team of light beings of the highest light, the divine light, to be with you. Call upon one of your spirit guides, one of your spirit guides to come and enter into this space with you. Trust. This guide may be your higher guide, a crystalline guide, could be your higher self guide, a star being, an animal guide, or a human guide. Receive the impressions that are coming to you. Flow, don't follow. Beautiful, wonderful. Just breathe. Allow. Open. And breathe. Notice an energy shift in the hallway as this guide steps into this space. As you open all your senses, you may hear, sense this guide, this being of light, of divine love and light. Allow name to a guide now. Allow the guide to step in next to you. Open to the transmission of the guide. Breathe. Open. Allow. Breathe. Trust. Flow. And in this space, your highest self and this guide open 3 doorways of light in this hall. 3 doorways of light in this hall. Look around you. There are 3 doorways of light as you stand with your guide. Each doorway represents a life where you have developed a talent, a skill which is useful in this incarnation now, this lifetime now. Stand in front of each doorway. One of them will feel lighter, brighter. There will be a stronger urge and impulse to explore that doorway. Trust. Trust the impressions that you are getting right now. Which doorway has more power, more light? Let it come to you, let it speak to you in your energy. And when you're ready, choose the doorway. Stand in front of that doorway of the three and describe the doorway to yourself. Is it wooden? Or is it made of metal, crystal, light? Or is it a door of different colors, fiber, of plastic or glass? Or is it made of stone? Or is it just a glitch? Is it very tall or arched? Is it circular, oval? Does it have a very bright color? Describe the doorway to yourself. Notice how you feel about this doorway. How energized or excited you feel about stepping through the doorway. And when you are ready, open the door, step through it, closing the door behind you. And as you step into that space, you experience yourself covered with blue mist. But you know that as you walk through this blue mist, it will start disappearing. And soon you will be in a different space, a different lifetime, perhaps a different gender, maybe a different place, a different landscape, a different being. Trust the impressions coming to you. Allow yourself to flow with the impressions. Whatever is coming, allow. the experience, trust, flow, allow, open, and breathe. And as you walk past the blue mist, you're now in a clearing, clear space, a different time, a different landscape, a different self. Now look down at your feet. Notice that you're standing solid ground. As you look up from your feet towards your entire physical being, you become aware of yourself, your gender, your age, each and every feature of you is clear in your impressions in whatever way they're coming to you. Trust, allow, flow. Look around you and you will know where you are. Allow this awareness to rise up around you, in your vision right in front of you. Wherever you are, allow the guide to lead you through this landscape of light. Allow the guide who's there with you to lead you through this landscape of light. You're very well aware of the country, the region, and your being. For the question is, who are you in this lifetime? Who are you in this lifetime? Follow the guide. Follow the guide to discover who you are in this lifetime. Every aspect of your being is significant. For this lifetime is where you are reclaiming a gift, a talent, a soul quality, a skill that is significant for the current life of the soul. Get your guide to help you to know what this lifetime is all about. Go along with your guide to your home in this lifetime, the life that you're leading now, where you are right now. Follow your guide to the space you are living in this past lifetime. Whatever you are, in whatever age group, gender, position, and economic status, social status, everything is coming to you effortlessly as you allow the guide to send you information and impressions or words or visions, feelings or thoughts. In whatever way you're sensing it, bring your entire being of the personality that you are alive. Find the community where you're living. Who are you? What are you doing? What is this lifetime all about? You will know the century, the year, even the date or the time if you allow all of this to happen, including the costumes, the clothes, the accessories that you wear. Whether you're rich or poor, what's your name? What's your identity? Whether you're with a family, who all are there in your family, everything comes to you effortlessly, spontaneously, as if it is happening now. Allow yourself to be there now. Just gather up all the details of this lifetime. Gather up all the details of this lifetime. What is the gift? Whatever it is, let it come. Just flow and allow. What is the skill, the talent, the soul quality to be reclaimed in this lifetime? If you are confused, you ask your guide. Ask your guide, allow your guide to help the flow, to help you now. Allow your guide to show you the gift to be reclaimed. Trust. For some of you, there may be more than one gift in this lifetime. More than one gift. What is the gift or the gifts to be reclaimed? Open and allow your guide to show you the skills, the gifts. The gifts may actually appear to you as scenes from the lifetime as an adult or a child, where you may be a dancer, a musician, a baker, a great leader, perhaps, whatever is coming to you. Maybe a technician, a writer, an artist, a painter, a craftsman, a plumber, a diplomat, a porter, a spokesperson, a sculptor, a botanist, a farmer, a gardener, honey collector, a healer, an athlete, a spokesperson, the wrestler, a goldsmith, a treasurer, a carpenter, a storyteller, a filmmaker, a craftsman, a chef, a talent that perhaps is a part of you in that life so well suited. You may see that you developed qualities of courage, compassion, serenity, or purpose. Allow. Open, breathe, and flow. Open to the skill that has come very prominently to you, the soul quality. It's important for you to reawaken. With that skill now in your being, in your personality, observe the personality that you are, the talent that you have developed. Ask this personality if it is ready or if it wishes to join your current life by bringing forward all memories, the good memories, the abilities related to the talent, wisdom honed in the skills into your current personality. Ask. You will know in your being, feeling centered, if the answer is yes. You will feel comfortable with it. You will feel protected and trust you are protected. If the personality is ready to merge, trust your guide will ensure that only the best of that talent comes to you, merges with you, with the current personality. Whatever is not required from that personality, if it is not the gender or any other weaknesses, they disassociate themselves from this merger. Trust if the answer is yes, and you're feeling centered and comfortable, you're feeling protected by your spirit guide, then ask your current self if it is ready to have this powerful union of that past personality with the talent, the skills to merge together with the current personality. And if the answer is yes, and you're comfortable, protected, trust you are, allow the spirit guide to give you a symbol of light for that gift, or for every gift that you are bringing back or merging with from the personality to the current personality. A symbol of light. That symbol may be a key, a crystal, a flower, a symbol of sacred geometry, or a sacred image. However it is coming to you in your impression, allow the guide to give you a symbol of light for the gift or the gifts of your soul talent, a symbol of light. And as you do so, you may experience an energy shift in your being. Take each symbol of light one at a time into your hand. Trust, and allow the symbol of light to dissolve into your body, into your current personality body. Allow that light to be absorbed into each and every cell of the body. Every cell drinking in the light of the symbol. Allow that symbol of light to be absorbed into the very DNA of your body. The very DNA, so that it may awaken, open that skill in your present lifetime. The very DNA of your body. Feel the energy shift in love, in the highest divine light, in protection and trust that you are well taken care of in this merger, which is profound and beautiful. Allow that light to go into the very chakra system, from the crown to the base, reforming into the chakras. Allow that symbol to radiate light into your current reality, into your current personality. And do this now with every symbol. If there are more than one, gather the gifts one by one. trust, flow, open, breathe. Absorb them into the very DNA of the body and into the chakra system. Gather the symbols of light. As your guide has made known to you from the past lifetime, you're visiting from the doorway. Feel a beautiful, calming, loving energy protecting you, merging with you, making you feel lighter, happier, and somewhere more complete. And now ask your higher self and the guide to help you align these gifts that you have received with the light of your infinite self, with the light of your infinite self. Remember, the soul qualities, skills that you have brought along are profound, are powerful, and they will help you in your current life enhancements. But trust all of these will need practice, discipline to be upgraded and honed. So discipline your alignment with this merger, with this past life aptitude. Moments of connection on a daily basis with your symbols of light. Open, soften, relax, and breathe. 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 Now follow your guide back through the landscape, back to the original doorway of light. Step back through the doorway and close the door behind you. Close the door behind you. None of that, except for the beautiful talent, the powerful talent that you've got along with you, comes with you. Trust. Allowing all that light to be brought back with you in the cells of your body, DNA of your body, and the chakra system of your body. Reclaiming this past life talent, past life energy of the skill, the gift now, so that it can be reawakened in the current lifetime. Now in this hallway of light, ask the guide for a message, a guidance for you on how to hold the skill, or any other message or guidance this guide has to tell you about your current life to help you heal some part of you which you have been wanting for the longest time. Open now to this message. It might be a message for you to know how this gift may be absorbed and awakened so that it can be developed further in this lifetime. To receive. Now thank the guide for this profound experience of revisiting and reclaiming a gift or more of soul quality from that past life. Now notice there are 2 doorways in this hallway, space that can be explored in another time. So allow the guide to step back into the light and returning the way you came through the doorway and up the ramp to another doorway of light. And this doorway of light brings you back to energy field where many other beings of light and archangels are present. Some of them that you may know: Archangel Uriel, Counsellor, Sandalphon, Metatron, Michael, Raphael. In all the directions, holding you softly. Spend some time in allowing them to adjust you. Allow them to adjust you to the energy field of the light with the opening, adjusting the new light in your body. Breathe. Allow. Allow the vibration of light to be absorbed fully in this vibration field. Thanking all the beings of light, the angels, archangels, your masters and guides, in the light and the divine light of love, for being there and now allowing them all to step back and trust they're always there with you. They're simply stepping back into the light. And as you take your own time, I thank you as you re-energize with this reclaimed gift. I leave you to come back in your time and space with blessings and love. Be blessed. Thank you. Whenever you're ready, you may open your eyes slowly and come back in time and space where you are.
Aarti,
Yeah.
when did you realize you have the voice of an angel?
Haha. When I started
Everyone will agree with that.
guiding. Thank you for that, though.
Thank you, Aarti. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aarti. It was amazing. Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aarti.
Now, if you could please step back from your computers and please do a couple of cartwheels. Those who have accessed that memory.
Yeah.
Nobody?
You can all actually do that. I think, Sid, you have a session. I'm so sorry this went
No,
into...
no, that's fine. Yeah. Actually, Aarti, you have a reputation. आपका अभी तक 5 बजे खत्म नहीं हुआ है. But that's fine.
Yes.
That is fine. Everyone,
Yeah.
all very enjoyable and all of that.
So, yeah. Would you want to free this session, Sid, since you have another one now?
No, ma'am, I'm absolutely all right. I have to get in a call with on a session, so it's not a video session. So you please feel free to carry it going. Worst case, 6 minutes में मैं निकल जाऊँगा. But you carry on. If questions and all of that, please do. आप co-host हैं, इसलिए आप meeting भी बंद कर दीजिएगा.
ठीक है जी, बिल्कुल. So yeah, anybody, I do see some comments coming here. Thank you so much for all of you allowing yourself to have this experience. And yeah, if there's anything that you want to talk, discuss or leave, it's perfectly fine.
Maybe people are still sleeping, Aarti. I can bet on that. Even
Yeah.
I just, through my dreams, I don't know, it felt like my soul has been picked from this part of Delhi and has been thrown towards Colombo, that is Sri Lanka. And I was like, okay, with the different South Indian architecture, oh my God. It was like, I was literally enjoying that life. That I being very honest with you, so I have this knack of learning classical Indian songs and even the dance moves. It comes naturally to me. I have no idea about it, but I know few steps. And then suddenly my mother realized that you are doing Bharatanatyam, Harshita. I said, I have no idea. I'm so sorry. Maybe you know it better because she's a trained Kathak dancer. So today I just saw that, I was practicing and, learning it in that house. So yeah, thank you. Though, thank you so much for this.
Thank you for sharing. And I did see 1 or 2 messages regarding joining the WhatsApp group. So yes, you can either text me or Namita, and we will help you with the WhatsApp group. Or Namita, if you can just note down the names, they're there in the chat.
Yeah, I'll just note down.
Yeah.
And Priya Pandya has a question also.
I'm so sorry because I'm missing out on this. So
Yeah,
many of
she
them.
said, she's written, why did I see a monk with a child?
A monk with a child. I mean, I really don't know what is the whole lifetime that you saw, but were you the monk or were you the child?
I felt I was the monk. I could see the face. It was like a Tibetan kind of a setup with the like mountains and all. And I'm talking to this child. It was, I don't know. I got the feeling that I was telling him something, but the child was looking at me smilingly, and that's about it. And I just wanted to also ask you that close to 2 years, I mean, just the start of the COVID, I feel that I started drawing, I started painting, and I strongly feel that was because of the Reiki, 2nd degree Reiki. After that, it started off. So do you think that could be one of the talents that...
Yeah, quite possible. Anything that is coming up with all the healing and the opening of the energy systems is definitely a talent, which is coming to you naturally. As I mentioned in the beginning of the session, yes, we have had many, many talents. And not only talents, which, we call creative talents, but pursuits or attitudes and habits that we have, developed and worked on over so many years. So yes. And as far as the monk thing is concerned, I think probably we've all been monks in one or the other life. You've all been soldiers. So yeah, it could be some lifetime that you were tapping into. And probably that is also the reason perhaps you're more into meditation, if at all, or you feel more aligned towards Buddhist studies or something. I don't know, but yeah. quite possible.
This is the first time. It has not happened
That's
earlier, and I don't know. Maybe I felt because I'm aligned to teaching, or I was.
quite
Could it
possible.
be that it is
You could
showing?
have been a monk mentor to children or something like that. We can obviously go deeper into understanding as you talk, so we can also talk offline on this. But definitely, a monk could be, if you have meditation abilities, or you feel that you can just sit into meditation easily, or things come to you very naturally, especially related to spiritual knowledge or connections. You're interested in healing sciences, or, yeah. So very possible that you have, and we've all had monk lifetimes. So we've all had those lifetimes as well. Yeah. So yes, are you done, Priya?
Yeah. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Yeah, Sindhu. I'm sorry.
Hi. Hi. Aarti, one quick question which I have is that, during that, past life, I saw myself, as a very successful entrepreneur or a businesswoman. So I have this particular leadership skills still in me in this lifetime also. The thing which came to me was, in that lifetime, I had met with an accident. And that's how I lost my life. Yeah. But yes, when I moved to my house, when you were actually guiding to move to your house, so I was not physically going to that particular house. Rather, I was going with my angel, the guide, basically. And then I saw, two kids, and I could gauge that, one of the child, the elder one, is currently with me also in this lifetime also. So this was the thing which suddenly came, and I could actually see it happening. Wow. So I'm not too sure whether I followed everything, but I'm not too sure whether I carried that thing also along with me, because somebody earlier also had told me the same thing, that, this is how the life would end, this particular life. But I don't know. I mean, I'm a little not worried, not concerned also, but just a question in my mind.
So the question is whether you brought in the talent of that. Yes, of course. I mean, see, in your subconscious, if you're open to it, it will start aligning. But at the same time, it is very essential for us to keep on working on it. So yeah, be more disciplined with your meditation. You have received, if you have allowed yourself to receive that symbol of light, so experience it every day in your meditation. See it come to you, and trust it will. It definitely would have made a shift in your energy. So as I said, at times things are not very prominently there, but they start showing up gradually. It takes a while for the processing to happen. So allow the processing to happen, and you will bring in this talent, activate it in yourself. For sure.
And also, I mean, the thing which I saw about the accident, I hope I'm not carrying that, but
with the talent, you wouldn't have definitely be carrying it. But yeah, that's a different subject altogether. And you can heal that fear as well. So at times they carry that in the subconscious mind, and there are ways to release it so that you don't have it is a fear. You might be saying it is not, but the very fact that you're talking about it is definitely coming. So where you can heal it, you can release it.
Yeah, that practice I will do. I'll release it basically.
Yeah. If you can do it yourself, that's awesome. Or you can even do therapy to release it.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Sindhu. Yes, Atika.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
It was a very nice session.
Thank you.
And I don't know, like a few minutes into the session, I completely zoned out and I don't remember anything. I know that I wasn't asleep, but I don't remember anything. And I only came back now towards the end. So what should I do?
It's all right. At times, of course, we get into deeper sleep, and it's all right. There could be something definitely processing at the subconscious, but you can always repeat the sessions as well. But allow yourself, because see, the subconscious is very active in the altered state. So though, as you know now, by now, that though we do at times feel that you've gone off to sleep, but with practice, you know that, you know, there will be certain processing happening either ways. So maybe it'll come up in your dream or your visions or your thoughts. You know, it will come up, or you might just sit down very, you just sit down to draw something and the symbol might just come up because you're an artist. So when you will do that, you will see the symbols will come up. So the subconscious, allow the subconscious to open it for you. So while you go off to sleep tonight, probably you can just tell yourself that I want to re-experience that talent, which I didn't. And the subconscious will bring it alive. Then get up in the morning and then probably draw the symbol if you're receiving it. So it will come to you. But yeah, you have to allow it to happen. Ask for it then. Thank you.
Hi, Aarti.
Hi. Who's that?
Hi.
Oh, hi. Hi,
I'm Poonam. Hi, Aarti. It was an amazing, out of the world experience. You know, I saw 2-3 things. Initially, I saw somebody playing a guitar, like, you know, sitar, and then a warrior on a horse and fighting with the sword. And then you know, it was a male body, and then I saw male and female bodies both, and then a dancer and 2 kids. And you know, so these kind of flashes were happening, and the warrior is going on a like, you know, on a to protect the country, kind of on a fight. And that is me. That is absolutely me. And that dancer is also me. And that healer, you know, I saw myself healing people. I've got those healing qualities. So, so was it all me? And
yeah, of course. Of course, it is all you. And it could be you in different lifetimes.
Okay. So I was not able. Right.
So all the personality that you are is a sum total of that you have been. It's
Right.
always cause and effect.
Okay. Yes. Right. Thank you. So I can relate to sitar because I'm too fascinated with guitar, you know.
Wow.
I am too fascinated. I just
you should take it further, because see, any skill that we have already worked on and it is coming to you is also not, it is going to be healing as well. So whatever challenges, you know, these skills, as I said, were at times blocked or they are hidden. And when they are coming up in sessions like this, and you have always had that knowingness or the likeness or the instinct, but you haven't been doing it. So the soul has already embedded them in the blueprint with a reason. And the reason is that it will be your healing therapy. So when probably you will start playing, it will come to you very easily. You will start liking it. So that aspect of you, which is not, which you are probably is not very likable about you, or you want to get rid of, that aspect will start healing. It will affect very many other aspects of your life.
Okay.
So everything that we have in us is real. So yeah, just develop it and see the shift.
Right. Thank you. It was an amazing session. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes. Anybody else? So again, as Shilpa says, she says how to join the WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group, Namita can help maybe with a number here. And you can also take...
I have put my number in the chat. And you can just send me a text message saying, hi, I want to join the WhatsApp group. I'll put it again in case you can't find it.
Yeah, so we do have Kanika Kuller as well to be added to the WhatsApp group. Even Harshit. So I think you've taken these numbers, right, Namita?
I have taken some. I'm still going through them. So if everybody can send me a hi on my number, it will be easier for me.
So just to name a few, it is Kanika, it is, okay, so you should check it out. But anybody else? Vibha. Yeah, Vibha.
Yeah, hi Aarti ji. Thank you for the wonderful experience.
Thank you.
Aarti, I am very poor at meditating. In fact, this was the first session of meditation which I could, partially do. I had some disturbances also, outside disturbances as well. But how do I make sure that whatever I experienced during the journey, it wasn't a conscious effort of my mind to look into what I was actually seeing? I mean, because I don't know, I haven't experienced it earlier. So how do I, make sure that was it actually what I saw was actually my past life, or I was trying to imagine things like that, I mean,
So
I was purposely thinking, yeah.
So whatever came to you, why didn't something else come to you? And why did that come to you? Were you thinking about it? Even if you were, but that came to you. There were so many other things that you could have been thinking of. The very fact that even if you had thought of this thing earlier, whatever it was, it came out so prominently. So the fact that it was coming earlier was probably a message which revealed itself today. So the first thing, of course, is everything about life is about faith. And the fact that we don't trust ourselves is where we need to do that, because that's how we start with meditation.
Okay. One more thing. When there was that merger going on, when the energy was being transferred from me in the past life to my current self, I experienced a lot of heaviness. Was I right? I mean, was I doing it properly?
There's nothing wrong or right, honestly. There could be whatever you were feeling. I don't know right now because we need more explanation on that, but that's perfectly fine. So see, what we need to always understand is that any healing modality, when the process is on, it is healing you, but the healing begins after the modality is over. So that's called processing. So then we start experiencing. So obviously something new, which has been an old or a known talent to you, but you're merging it together, will bring around certain shift in your body. Probably there was a block because you were trying to question it. Probably, I'm not saying you did, but probably in your subconscious, there was, should I or shouldn't I? Am I doing it right? Is also a block.
True.
Right. So you can easily, so once you get more used to doing meditations and, you start getting into that space, you will see that the mergers will become easier. The healing energy, there'll be a whole shift in you, in your entire energy space, your aura. So definitely if the heaviness is there, it's perfectly fine. Just let it process. Don't worry. Again, trust.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you.
No, sorry.
The thing is, I wanted to know that are you having certain such sessions also, like in the WhatsApp group? If I join the WhatsApp group, are you offering these sessions over there also?
Yeah, we do have on a very regular basis, we have guided meditations, which only happen at 10 in the night. So yeah, but yeah, we do have them at least twice or thrice a week. And a lot of people here are from that group.
Okay.
A lot of them have been regularly meditating with us. We've been created a beautiful energy circle and together healing each other.
They've been there for us with a year now.
Oh,
some
great.
of them. Yeah.
Great. Even I would love to join. I've taken down your number, ma'am.
Sure. Just send me a hi.
Sure. I'll definitely do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Vibha.
So, hi, Aarti. Thank you so much.
Hi, Renu, right?
Yes. Thank you so much, Aarti. I joined in between.
Oh.
But tell me one thing. I have never, I don't think so I'm able to do meditation ever. And I think when you were saying all this, it was beyond me. I just couldn't imagine anything. Just couldn't do anything. And I was busy shopping in my meditation period,
Awesome. That's good.
That's good.
The very fact that you're very well aware that you need to bring the shift. All right. So shopping in the meditation is not wrong. You were aware that you were shopping in itself, right? So you're very aware of that. But the question is not that. The question is that, getting into that space of meditation, of silence.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we have to take that first step. So we can't know the alphabets till we start learning them. So yeah, the first step is my advice to you is join for the meditations, and an easier way to you for joining would be to join for the group meditations because the energies are already active there.
Yes, yes.
So then you know it takes lesser time to
get involved.
Yeah, I mean we've had a lot of us who had not meditated before or even had those spiritual experiences, but I think now there has been a shift. Yeah.
So the thing is, I am interested. I can talk also, I think, and I think I'm a good listener also for such things. But the only thing is, I think I'm still at the, just on the ground. I have not even stepped one. I haven't even taken a step ahead.
No worries. You will take the step ahead when you allow yourself to do that.
I am allowing, but I'm unable to get into it. I also, when I hear people, when I talk to them or when I listen to them, their experiences are so beautiful that, sometimes I feel I should also experience all this. But when is the time going to come?
So one thing I will just suggest to you, Renu, is that first, don't listen to others and want to have a similar experience because you're unique in yourself. One is that, because that also creates a block. When you're listening to others' experiences and you start feeling that, oh, I mean, I want to have a similar one. I want to have this.
Yeah, maybe.
So you create that block, right? So the desire or the want has to drop because that is coming from ego.
Okay.
So that will happen. That's what I'm saying. You will be able to do it once you get into, like I suggested, join group meditations. That will really help you. And
all right,
if you really want to do that, because avoid doing it by yourself to begin with.
Okay.
Because then you will easily get distracted. And you'll not be able to sit.
Okay. So I have put in my number 2 for your group also. So can I join that group?
Of course you can. Anybody can.
Okay. Thank you so much, Aarti. Thank you.
Welcome, Renu. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes. Anybody else? Okay, so should we just call it a day now? And
thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you everybody for being there. It truly was very energizing for us as well. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you all soon in a different session.
Thank you, Aarti. Thank you, Namita. That was an amazing session, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you, Poonam. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, for being there, creating the beautiful energy.
Thank you, Gunjan.
My number is still there in the chat. Anybody who's interested in joining the WhatsApp group or the guided meditations can just send me a hello and I want to join the group or the guided meditations. So I'll add your number.
Namita, can you write the number again?
Yeah,
Dr. Reed is
I'll
asking
just do
for
it.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Aarti. I'm still here.
Hi, Sohela.
Hi. Sorry, I was on an important call and then everybody disappeared. You closed the session?
Yeah, the session just got over.
Can I share it with you? It's just
Of
you
course.
and Namita, so I feel better. There's just the two of you, or
Yeah,
this
yeah.
Poonam also.
There are some people still there.
We are exiting. Don't worry.
No, that's okay.
No, it's okay.
It's all
It's
right. I
absolutely
don't think
okay.
she'll
I
mind.
know. I'm also like Sohela. I would also love to talk when we are just few of us. When you have to. Even I'm very shy and talking out my heart. So I also sometimes, wait for these kind of opportunities where I can be just me and the other person. That's
Okay. Okay. So fine. No, I thought that you had called. I suddenly saw everybody still, and I saw only 3 pictures, and I thought it had ended. So you've not ended it yet, right?
No, the session is over, but some of us are still there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, actually, what I'll do is I'll leave right now, and then I'll be in touch with you later.
No worries. You take
Yeah?
care. Yeah.
Okay.
So
thank
we
you.
have another session tomorrow in the night. In case you're there, are you back in Delhi?
I'm back.
Awesome. Then you may join.
So we have the inner child healing meditation tomorrow night.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So hope to see you there.
I'll have a look at it. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry, guys, I'm not able to join at 10 o'clock,
No worries.
I miss out on the meditations, but whenever I get an opportunity, I do hop in.
Sure.
Sure.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Aarti. I stayed back just to tell you that this is the first time that actually I could meditate or I could stay, in spite of the fact that I joined late. But it was an amazing experience, and I'm looking forward to a complete session.
Thank you, Pooja.
So,
Thank you
if
so
possible,
much.
Pooja, you can try and join us tomorrow for our inner child healing session. We have a guided meditation tomorrow. Since I have your number, I'll send you the details.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh, there is one name I need to note here. Why is it not clicking?
Sid, are you there? Because I'm trying to stop the recording and it is not, it comes back to recording.
Aarti, can you see in the chat, there is this one international number. I'm not able to see the name. I'm not able to click on the name.
I don't know, yeah. International number.
Yeah, plus
I can
44.
only see names.
No, in the message they have given a number. So it's message says plus 44758. Oh, it's a direct message. Sorry, you won't be able to see it. Oh. I don't know. I'm not able to click on the name. It was showing earlier. Oh.
Should we just log out now? I think we log out.
Just a second. Let me just save this number. Can you see any name M? It's Man, M-A-N, and the surname is with N. In the chat.
There's so many of them, I wouldn't be able to tell.
Why is it not allowing me to send a direct message? Because that person is not there. Okay.
This is Manisha Dang.
That I have. It's a
Riddhi
guy's
Kapoor.
name, I think. Manmai Tona. It's a very Buddhist, that kind of a name, that Tibetan type. That.
So you have Shri Sudha.
I have all those. It's just the last this thing, and it's an international number. It's an Australia number, I think, or a UK number. Plus 44.
But you said it's on your personal direct chat, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's what. I don't know. I'm probably because the person's logged out. Chalo, let's, I have the number. Let me see. I'll just put. It's still recording.
No, it's not recording. It's paused. But if I press stop, it goes back to recording for some reason.
Okay, so what you just stop the recording and it will
नहीं होता
loop
ना.
out later.
हाँ,
On
no, I've
sessions
already.
it does that only, no?
Chalo.
Instead
All
of
right.
pausing, just press stop.
No, I have
Ha,
stopped
Manu
it. but-
Nautae. Okay, got the name. Manu Nautae. Okay.
Chalo.
Chalo,
log
bye.
out.
Good. It was a good session.
Thank you.
I
Chalo.
slept through.
Then it was good.
I remember session say I started listening to the music.
We'll
because-
talk offline. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
Sid's
sure.
forum. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah.